like totally a hipster. Can someone please go get me a book and a vinyl and like anything non-pumpkin spice from Starbucks? So yeah guys, what's up? It's Monday on Internet Hobos and it's Nicole. I am dressed like this because it's homecoming week at my school and the theme today was New York, which is appropriate because this week on Internet Hobos is travel week. I didn't post last week because I was just sick and it was a mess and I didn't get time to film. But I'm here now, so that's all that matters. I thought I would tell you some weird travel stories I have. I have not traveled much, only a couple places around the US. So I'll give you my limited stories of what I have. So this summer I went to Miami on a missions trip, and for those of you who do not know, Miami is in South Florida and they speak a lot of Spanish down there, or Creole where we were, because there was also a lot of Haitian people there. And so while I was there, I was talking with my friend and my youth director, and we were coming out of a Wendy's, and I jokingly said, "Hablo un poco de español," which, if I was correct, from what I learned in my high school Spanish class, it meant I speak a little bit of Spanish. And, you know, we're laughing about it, and this man who was standing outside goes, "Wow, for a beginner, that's not too bad." And I was just like, oh, because I said it in like the most white American way possible. It was so bad. I was so embarrassed. And then like 2 days later, the little kids we were helping with called my friend white, ugly, and a peanut head in Spanish. So shout out to Emily, because you're not ugly, you are white, but you're not ugly and you're not a peanut head, so good for you, Emily. My next weird story comes from my trip to New York back in March. So, you know, there are a lot of strange people on the streets of New York. I love New York. Like, I love it so much, but there are a lot of interesting sights to see. And we were walking down, we were in Times Square, and we were just like walking down the street, and this man is sitting on the side of the road, not on the side of the road, but like across like a window, like on a store window, and he's just sitting there holding a sign, and it says, "I want your money for weed, not gonna lie," with the smiley face. And he asked me if I had any money, and I was like, "No, I'm sorry," and I just like kept walking. I didn't stop, and I'm laughing really hard, and he goes, wait, but I can sell you some. If you want some, hit me up, I know you." So I was offered weed in Times Square, New York City, so that's always fun. One of my like worst traveling experiences, I was a small child. I was like 7, 8 years old, and we were in Myrtle Beach, California. Not California, what am I talking about? South Carolina. And it was a family vacation, and my mom, my dad, and I went out to dinner. My sister stayed home in the hotel, which was our first mistake. And so we go out to dinner. We go, I think, to play putt-putt or something, because it was like a tradition when we go there to go play putt-putt or whatever. And so when we come back from putt-putt, we knock on the door, and my sister, for some reason, deadbolted the door. And so we can't get in the door because it's deadbolted. And my sister will not wake up because she was like sick, and so she had taken like cold medicine, and so she was like out. So we spent 2 hours waiting for a policeman and or fire person to come so that they could get our door down. So we spent the last night of our vacation waiting to get our door knocked down on our hotel room so we could get inside. So thanks, Megan, youdabomb.com. No, seriously, love her, but yeah, that was fun. And then the next day it got even worse because we're out in the middle of nowhere driving home, this like 6-hour car drive home, in the middle of South Carolina somewhere, and our tire like explodes. I'm not talking like a pop, it like exploded. And so we are stuck for at least 2 hours, probably more. And so we are stuck there waiting for a tow truck, and the tow truck finally gets here. My sister had been tanning out on the side of the road. I had been like sitting there reading a book or something, doing whatever 7-year-olds do. And so they take us and they tow us, or they don't tow us, they fix our tire, and then we drive off. We are an hour from the border, which means we're only an hour and a half from my grandparents' house, which is where we were going, and our spare tire pops. It pops. So we are stuck spending the night. So we were stuck in the hotel room with nothing to do and unnecessary money to be paid, and it was just awful. Like, to be real, it was just terrible. But luckily the next day we got to my grandparents' house, nothing went wrong, and I was able to stay at my Nana's, and my parents went on home, and it was okay. But that night, that course of like two nights was awful. It was like the vacation from hell. But you know, I guess everyone experiences one of those, and you can hear all the noises because I'm outside. Really, the only other thing I have was too in New York. We did this awesome thing where we were in Central Park and we were just hanging out. We were like taking a break to look at the memorial for John Lennon. Oh gosh, I really hope I said that correctly. Anyway, and this guy was street performing and he was playing songs by the Beatles, and like people, because we were on a course trip, were like jumping in, singing a line here and there, and he ended up inviting us and we sang for like 30 minutes with this guy, and it was so cool. Such an interesting experience. And I've just got a lot of other random New York stories I can tell, so maybe I'll do that on my main channel, which the link will be for in the description. But yeah, so those are my weird vacation stories, travel stories. Maybe I'll do another video like this on my main channel. Who knows? Hopefully this gets up on time because I'm really behind and I'm really sorry. But yeah, if you want to check out my social media or my personal channel for more content, look in the description box because all of the links will be there. And yeah, please subscribe to Internet Hobos because we would really appreciate your support. So thanks for watching, be you, and I'll see you next Monday. Bye guys!